Hi everybody. Before we get this episode started, I just wanted to do a little update on our second giveaway. Now, if you recall, a few episodes ago you may have watched it and saw that the Combat Fishing Vet was the winner of our second giveaway. So I just wanted to do a little shout out to Jesse and his YouTube channel, the Combat Fishing Vet, and show you a little bit of what Jesse did with our baits on the water. Check this out. Now, if you recall, our second giveaway package consisted of a package of Guggen Baits 10-inch Mondo worms with a package of VMC wide gap hooks for rigging the worms. It also contained a package of Guggen Baits Bandito bugs with a Guggen Squad 3/8 ounce casting jig for rigging the Bandito bugs. And we also included a Rapid Outdoors 360 11 ounce logo mug. Well, when Jesse received our gift package, he didn't waste any time in putting the 10-inch Mondo worms and the Bandito bugs from Guggen Brothers to good use.
Yeah, let's see if we can get on some bass today. I'm gonna be using a couple of lures that I've won from Lee and Wes at Rampant Outdoors 360. Stay tuned and we'll get her done. Throw the juicy Guggen Baits swim jig, courtesy of Lee and Wes Rampants. Let's see if we can get on something here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I go on the other side of this pond. I could toss this jig to the other bank. Got him. That's a big one. That is a big one. Got him. That's a big one. That's where they've been hiding. Alright. Yeah, there you go, Lee.
Well, that bass certainly engulfed that 10-inch Mondo worm by Guggen Baits. Check this out. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's about a 2.5, 3-pounder. On the Mondo worm. Thank you, Mr. Lee Rampant. Lee and Wes. Can't forget about Wes, man. Wes is awesome too. You guys should go check out their channel. Got him this time. Oh yeah. That's not the one that I saw, but he'll do. Oh, that's a tank, man. Holy crap. This is an absolute freaking monster. Like, look at this guy. He is a freaking monster. Like, this guy is a freaking tank. He's gotta be 5-6 pounds. Yeah, he's gotta be at least 5 pounds. Wow, yeah, man. It's a freaking monster.
Hey, congrats again to Jesse for being the RO360's second giveaway winner. And also congratulations on some nice bass taken during this outing. Now, if you're not yet a subscriber or a follower, please go check out the Combat Fishing Vet on Instagram and YouTube. Hey, I just wanted to remind everybody of our third giveaway this season, which will be coming up on a future episode. Now, you certainly don't want to miss this one. This giveaway has a retail value in the range of $200. So this is the big one. You certainly don't want to miss it. So make sure you get subscribed to Rapid Outdoors 360. This way you won't miss any future episodes, and you certainly won't miss the episode when we feature the third gift giveaway with that $200 value. Now, it doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe, so go ahead, punch that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber to Rappin' Outdoors 360. Join in on the fun and get a chance to win our big giveaway of the season. Now, if you've got any friends you think may enjoy this Rappin' Outdoors 360 video adventure series, please share this video with them or share our Instagram or YouTube links with them. Thanks a lot for your consideration, and hey, let's get this video started. All right, it's day 5 of our bass trip up here in the Northwoods. We've had a pretty successful trip. We did try muskie one evening and got shut out, but other than that, we've concentrated on bass, and we've had probably our best trip ever so far. So it's Sunday, day 5 of the trip. We're going to get about 4 or 5 hours on the water today, and then we need to clean up the cabin, get the boat out of the water, tucked away for a week or so till we get up here again, and get some stuff done that needs to be done, because we've been really just concentrating on fishing quite a bit. So anyways, Weston's put a plan together for bass fishing today, so why don't you tell us about it?
Okay, so this morning, because I'm not throwing top water, he is, I was thinking probably starting off with a spinnerbait or that worm I was throwing yesterday. And then later in the day, when it starts to get like a little bit hotter, when those shade pockets get a little bit bigger, I was thinking about throwing a jig, maybe get some bigger fish.
All right, that sounds like the game plan. I have to defer to the bass whisperer. If he says that's how we should fish it, based on his success in this 5 days up here, he's the guy to listen to when we go bass fishing. So that's our plan. We'll see you out there. We're going to be pitching bait shortly. Well, I started out the day by pitching a bass-sized version of the musky bait known as the creeper in a frog color pattern. While Wes started out with an all-white offset spinnerbait. That one's got the arms on it. I gotta go in there, sorry. I'm not even gonna try to pop it because it's got those wings. I don't want to bust them. Now I got the line really screwed up. Alright. Well, with only a single lazy follow and the lack of accurate casting for Wes and me this morning, it seems like we're spending more time extricating our baits from the trees on the shoreline than it is fishing. And based on the last couple of days, all the bass activity we had, well, the frustration level is starting to mount. Yeah, if I get us in the shade, we're too close to the shore, you know? We're right on that edge where we're in the sun. I had a hit. See that? That strike got my attention, even though I didn't connect. I see the bass right there. It's going that way. So you had a follow, and I had a hit on a. You had a follow on subsurface. I had a hit on a top water. So. What? This is the one I had trouble with that pin, remember? Yesterday? Right at the end? Look at this. And when I do get a good cast, the thing ain't working. Screw it, I'm going with the Bassarino. I ain't got time to screw around with this. I'm just making wasted casts. Even though I had a strike on the top water. As the frustration grew, I switched to the old 1960s Bassarino. And Wes, well, he changed back to pitching his weightless worm. We were trying to put together the puzzle pieces of what baits we should be using this morning. Fish on. On the worm, plastic again.
He's off.
He's off? Well, hopefully I'm on camera. We had a hit on the top water. We had a couple of follows on subsurface. We had a hookup on rubber worm again. So I think we're just going to switch to the rubber worm right away now and see what happens. We're still going in the right direction, we're drifting off. Still not very accurate with our near shoreline casting. I had positioned the boat for Wes to make a lure recovery and figured I might as well cast a few along the shoreline. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Ooh, this guy's pulling. I don't know. I'm going to try to lift them into the boat. And I just cast out on the brake line, Wes. And it was, I was just swimming it back. First fish of the morning, nice, I'm going to guess about 11 and a half.
13.
Oh wow, not quite 13. 12 and 3/4. 12 and 3/4. And the first fish this morning on release can. Based on the determination of a soft plastic bite again today, Wes was trying to make the magic happen again by pitching his bait up into the shallows and under shade trees along the shoreline. Just like earlier today, our casting accuracy was not the best, as we both continued tying up our baits on shoreline structure. But the slight edge went to me, As Wes was extricating another cast from the shoreline structure,
Wes? Got her? Further in there?
well, let's just say I was in the right place at the right time. Check this out.
Fish on. Let's get the camera going now. Still a fish. Smallies. Little guy.
Hear him burp? I gotta watch it. It's right by his eye. Oh, that's a bad one. That is a bad one.
Where is it?
It's right below his eye. In the eye socket, and I'm kind of pulling on the eye too. There, it's out. I'm just releasing him right away. Okay, he's good. It was just below the eye socket. So what I was able to do, because of the barbs, he's bleeding a little bit. What I was able to do was push down to get the barb out of the way, and you just slide it out of the right below the eye socket. I don't think I did any damage to his eye. So I just didn't want him to shake and then shake the tip of the hook into his eye. Well, this is just what I needed. I need to get off to a quick start on Wes today. I need to try to cut into his lead in our annual fishing competition. Now I've got 3 months, a little over 3 months left in the competition. He leads by 37 fish coming into today. So these 2 fish, I've already cut his lead down to 35. And now I need to keep working on it. I need to put a big dent in it today. With both of us fishing this small lily pad weed bed, Wes had a missed hook set, so we knew fish were holding in this sparse cover, and it was our job to entice them out. So we both carefully worked our rigged worms methodically through the sparse cover. We're going to have to probably get down in here. There we go. We're going to have to get down in here to get the doubler. Pop the hook out. And we'll try to do a double release with the release can.
I can't get my hook up.
Well, why don't you, here, let's do this and then we'll put them in the net. Let's just hold them up. Our first doubler. They look like, here, sit down so you get your face in here. See? You can see yourself in the camera. Here we go, first doubler. Pretty cool. Same time, really neat. Here, let's get them in the nets. Then we can try to do a double release. So, we can get them in there. We can get them on camera. There they go. Our doubler. Right, there's one. There they are. Hey, Wes, doubler, first time. All right, let's get him on release cam.
While Wes re-rigged his weightless worm, I repositioned the boat and we were back at it. Wes had his first fish of the morning, but I was holding a 3-to-1 fish lead. I needed to grow that lead now. Catching bass, good times. But we both still had our issues with casting snags as we tried to work close in the shore.
Guess we just gotta catch more. Son of a bucket.
Freaking snag.
Are you?
And just like casting close to shore, I had problems getting in frame and focus. Just not my day, I guess.
I can't even find them. Fish on. Nice largemouth. Again, northern Wisconsin. We're nailing them in that 12 to 14 inch range. Well, the ones we're catching are 12 to 14. I had one small one today. We're getting decent sized fish for northern Wisconsin. That's a nice catch right there up in Wisconsin. Let's check them out.
We're down in Minnesota.
What do we got for measurements?
Just a bit over 12.
All right, a little over 12. Smaller bass this time. This guy looks to be maybe under 10.
Finger's bleeding now. God dang it.
I am going to try to get us off this rock here. There. Sorry about the camera, guys. I'm kind of in an awkward position here trying to operate the trolling motor and keep us off these rocks, which you will see shortly as they come around. There they are. All right. All right. Nope. Just let them go.
I'm baking like a toasted cheeser, man. It's so hot out here.
All right. You saw we're catching fish this morning, and it evolved into the same pattern as yesterday. We have same weather conditions as yesterday, so it didn't take long. Like I said before, we had a hit on a top water and a miss. We had a couple follows on some subsurface crankbaits. He went to a worm, caught one right away. So I switched to plastic, and we've been again catching bass on plastics, following the same pattern we did yesterday. Same weather conditions. We're in tight, small shady spots. What can I say? Biggest one so far today was what, 13? We were right around 13, I think, so far was the biggest one. But we did have that fine doubler. That was a first for us. So that was a lot of fun. Not sure if the camera batteries were good on that.
You know what else we're good on?
What are we good on?
Snagging.
Oh yeah, he's had a lot of stuff. Today was his frustrating day, and mine too. I mean, we're catching fish, but we're having equipment issues. Anyways, let's go back to it. We're hitting a prime spot. As you can see, we have rocks, weed, shade, wood in the water back there, so let's have at it. See if we can put some more in the boat.
Nope, weeds, of course. What else would it be? Fish? Nah, could never. It's a big smallmouth.
He was laying by the big rock. Right in the sun. There we go. Right in the corner of the mouth too, look at that. There we go. Nice smallmouth. That big rock right there, if you want to videotape it, he was laying right alongside on the shade side of that big rock. As I pull that worm over the top, he nailed it. All right. Let's get them measured, see what we got for length. Let's see what we got here. See if this is the biggest one of the day.
Probably.
And he is, got a bend to him. He's going to be bigger than 13 if I can straighten out that bend. No, just a hair over 13. Just a hair over 13. All right, release cam. Well, that was the last catch of the day. We spent about 3.5 hours on the water, boating 7 bass. Now, Wes caught 3 and I caught 4. So, for the first time on this trip, I finally got the best of Wes out fishing him 4 fish to 3 fish. That being said, let's take a look at the current annual fishing challenge standings. Check them out. Well, picking up 1 fish on Wes, he still has a 36 fish lead. Boy, if I got my work cut out for me for the rest of this season if I expect to catch Wes and win this fishing challenge in 2020. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and my channel. A big thank you for that. Now feel free to comment below, or if you don't want your comments available in the public eye, we can also be reached at rapintoutdoors360@gmail.com. And if you know a friend you think may enjoy this video series, please feel free to share this with him or share our link. And always, whether you fish or hunt, make sure you practice CCR. Catch, conserve, replenish. Make sure that there are resources available for future generations. We'll see you all next time. First doubler. Pretty cool. Same time. Really neat.